Hi, welcome back to these little gospel nuggets. In Genesis chapter 3, beginning of that chapter, we find Adam and Eve are in the Garden of Eden. And Yahweh had given them a simple instruction. You can do anything, you can eat anything in the garden, just don't eat of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. So what they do? You guessed it, they ate of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. They disobeyed God. And when they did that, they realized that they had sinned against God, they had violated against God, and they realized they were naked. And it said they desperately tried to make leaves and clothes to cover themselves. Well, God comes down and God confronts them, and we know the story. He says, "Did you eat?" And Adam goes, "I didn't eat." And Eve goes, "I didn't eat. He made me do it, and he made me do it." And going in and goes in. And we have the consequences, right? The consequences of that violation and the pain and the agony and the sufferings that they did, that they had to take place because of that. But after all, God gives all those consequences. It says he does something unique. It's a great gospel point. It says God made clothes for him. That God made clothes for them. In the midst of their disobedience, in the midst of their disobeying, in the midst of the misery, in the midst of all the stuff that they had done against God, God stops and God makes clothes for them. God still loves them. God still cares for them. God still blesses them with his grace, but blesses them with those material blessings as well. For us today, in the midst of our disobedience, in the midst of our sin, in the midst of all the stuff that we've done and violated God, he still blesses us. He still gives his blessing. He still gives us his grace. Good talking to you. See you later.